Hello, my soul family. How are you all? Hope you are doing great, happy, and healthy. So, before getting into the video, I want you all to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, which would help me with the YouTube algorithm by which I can reach to as many people as I can. Because every new information, every new authentic new information which you are receiving will help you raise your consciousness, will help you raise your vibration, will help with your DNA activation. So, every new information will indeed help you with raising your own consciousness, your own vibrational level, will help you increase your own frequencies. So many people might be searching for right, authentic, correct information, but because there are so many people who are doing so many things on YouTube, they are teaching so many things, irrespective of how much knowledge they have or not, irrespective of if their own self are understanding it or not, irrespective of if they are experiencing it or not. So there are many people who are teaching so many things, but then every correct information might help somebody. So every correct information might change somebody else's life. So it's my sincere request for you to help me with the algorithm to reach to share this knowledge and information with as many people as you can, so that only if you resonate with it. Okay, I'm not asking you to forcefully do this. If you're resonating with the content which I'm providing, if you're resonating, if you're feeling that whatever I'm speaking is right, then share it with others. Okay, and try to understand it, try to implement these things in your life, because most of the things here, most of the content which I'm providing, I'm speaking with it out with because of my own experience or because of my own life lessons and learnings. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say, and now let's get into the video. Today we'll talk exclusively about Goddess Renuka Yellamma, because there are so many superstitions, myths and illusions attached with her story. It's in the grids, like people of the Telangana, they love her so much, they worship her so much, they are very innocent, pure, pious people, they respect her so much, but then there are so many myths associated with her, and people don't know the correct information, people don't know the real story, and just the part of the story where she was going through suffering and pain, they only take that. Even in Telangana, movies and all these things, they only show the pain and suffering and all these things, and I feel very painful when I watch these things, because they only project this pain part, this suffering part into the collective, and the collective consciousness became such that they only understand Renuka as a goddess who had suffered a lot because of her husband, and her own son killed her and all these things. They only remember this thing, that her own pain and or her pains and traumas and suffering, they only know this much about Renuka. But the real actual story of Renuka, the depth of the story, the depth of her timeline, nobody actually knows about all these things. Only few people know and few people understand. But in the states of Karnataka and Maharashtra, there are more to her, there are more additional stories of her, and there are proper stories of her in those states. So I have done a lot of research regarding Renuka, because she is a Kuldevi, and I've already made one video how Kuldevi is very important for a star seeds and twin flame, and how she plays a very important role in a star seeds and twin flame's life. If you did not watch that video, please go watch that video, because it is another very important video. And coming to this one, not only the pains and sufferings, yes, I agree that she had so much of pain and she had so much of suffering and trauma, and she got tested by her husband, like literally very extreme testing was going on in her life. But it is not just the only thing. Only whenever I ask somebody, some Telangana person, about Renuka, they only talk about this pain, suffering, how much pain she had gone through, how much suffering she had gone through, how much trauma was given to her in her life by her husband and son. Only they will talk about these things, but the actual purpose, the real reasons of her birth, nobody actually knows about these things, and nobody actually ever tried to understand these things. So I have done exclusive lots and lots of research about her, and I've discovered so many things about her, by seeing, by decoding, by understanding it by myself, by decoding it by myself, or watching YouTube videos or movies, and because I'm in the grids, it's naturally, the downloads naturally happen, right? So I'm going to share my opinions and understandings of what I understand, what I have discovered from the entire from so many years about this entire concept and entire lifetime of Renuka. And not only this, it is not the entire, whatever I'm talking this in this video, that is also not complete. This is just the an additional, additional information, a new information, a new secret kind of thing in her from of her life. But this is also not complete. I'm yet to discover so many other things about her, but whatever I've discussed, I'll talk about her in this video. And there's so many hidden things, and so many beautiful things about her which I'm yet to discover. If I discover those things in future, I'll talk about those things also in future videos. But as of now, whatever I have understood, I'll talk about those things. So Renuka is the daughter of King Renu. Renu is the king of a solar dynasty, and Renuka is a descendant of the solar dynasty. She is from the Ishwaku Vamsha. Okay, she is the Ishwaku. She is born in the Ishwaku clan. The Ishwaku is the clan. Ishwaku Vamsha, Ishwaku Surya Vansha is a Vansh of Lord Rama. Okay, so she is a natural descendant of Lord Ram or Dasharath or Surya, okay, son. Okay, so she was born in that Ishwaku dynasty, solar dynasty, to a king called Renu. Okay, he is a very noble and a pure and a pious king. He's a very nice ruler, and he treats everybody very equally. He's a divine being. Okay, but he had one problem in his life, in his personal life, that he did not have any kids. Okay, so he was suffering from suffering because of that. He had that pain that he did not have kids. Okay, he had three queens, but he did not have any kids, and so he was always praying to Mahadev and Parameshwar that please give me Shiva, please give me the kid. Why you are doing like this? I'm your extreme bhakt. I've done so many things, and he tried so many rituals. He tried so many pujas and vratas and all these things for so that Mahadev will bless him with a kid. Okay, but the Mahadev and Parvati, they understood that now the earth needs a divine being who can protect the earth from certain demons. Okay, so there was already Sudarshan. There is already an actual story of a Sudarshan, how Sudarshan gets into ego, and the Vishnu. It's, by the way, it's all the divine play. Okay, it's all just because of the purpose of the divine drama. So Vishnu's Sudarshan chakra, he turns a little bit arrogant, and he becomes very egoic in one phase of his life, and Vishnu sends him to the earth that now, because of your mistake, now you have become little bit egoish, and you forgot your you have to learn certain lessons. So you will be birthed in earth as a asura. Okay, and you will become a dark force, and after you learn your own lessons, after everything happens, and you'll come back again to your position as a Sudarshan chakra. But now you have to go into earth for your own lessons and learnings. It always happens, right? Whenever the divine being does some mistake, they will always come to earth for their own lessons, and when they learn all their lessons, when they complete their ascension journey, they'll go back to their original original home. So like that Sudarshan chakra, he comes into earth, okay, has a asura or demon. And here what happens is, the Mahadev and Parvati, from the Parvati's energy, they will create from Parvati energy. Mahadev and Parvati, they'll decide that they will help Vishnu. Okay, and they wanted to Vishnu will say that Vishnu actually had a plan to kill this asura of who is the incarnation of Sudarshan chakra. Okay, so Vishnu have to come to earth to kill the Sudarshan chakra, but nobody have that capacity to bear Vishnu. Okay, to bear Vishnu in her womb. Okay, so Vishnu is very, like, nobody have that much energy to hold Vishnu in her womb. So only Parvati can do that. Lakshmi and Vishnu will decide, Narayana will decide that only Parvati can have that much power and capacity to hold Vishnu in her womb. So what they will decide, it's all the divine plan, and Vishnu needs somebody, a divine mother who can hold Vishnu in her womb. Okay, so they will decide all these things, and Vishnu will okay, by the way, I'm telling the story, and take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, and Vishnu will and Parvati, Mahadev, Lakshmi ji, or everybody, all of them will decide that okay, now the drama will start, now the divine play will start. Okay, so like that, Vishnu is ready to get into the incarnation of Lord Parasurama, and what happens is, now Goddess Parvati is preparing herself to birth an energy. From her energy emanates, and that energy here on the earth, the Renu king, he does the Putra Kamishti Yaga, and from that Putra Kamishti Yaga, a fireball comes out, and that fireball becomes Renuka, and this fireball from the Parvati, an energy comes out, and this energy goes into that Putra Kamishti Yagna, and from that Yagna a fire emanates, and that fire becomes Renuka, goddess Renuka. Okay, and when Parvati sends her energy to the earth, that energy splits into two people, and all these things are shown in a serial called Sri Renuka Yellamma in Telugu, Sri Renuka Yellamma in Telugu, and in Kannada version of it, actually this is the original Kannada version's name is Udo Renuka Yellamma. If you are interested, you can watch the serial, and the serial has so many episodes, and I've watched that introduction part of the serial, and I felt I resonated with this so much, but I am yet to watch so many episodes. But and this story is also connected to the grids, right? Everybody knows that Renuka is the incarnation of goddess Parvati, and Shiva and Parvati are actually her own original divine parents. So everybody in the grids knows this, and even the normal person also knows this story, right? So this is the explanation of all these things. Now I got the entire explanation nicely in this serial, and if you are interested, you can go watch the serial, because this is again a very beautiful serial, and in this serial they have shown it very nicely. Okay, and there are so many episodes, and I'm yet to watch those episodes, and if I figure out something, I'll tell you guys. But the thing is, now the Renuka is the incarnation of Parvati only. They are not separate people. From Parvati's energy only she is born. So when she is born, again her energy is so much, the one body cannot hold so much energy, so she gets split into two people. One is Renuka and other is Yellamma. Okay, there are two people, two souls. Okay, the Renuka is born in the Renu's kingdom, has a princess. Okay, and Yellamma is born to normal person who works for the king. Yellamma always likes to be in a jungle, forest area, and she always be a natural girl. And this the girl who is Renuka, who has a princess of Renu and Solar dynasty, she'll always be in a kingdom, locked and in a cage, and her father doesn't allow her to go out. She's always in the kingdom only. She's always feels like she's in a cage, and she wants to go out, she wants to play, she wants to enjoy herself with other kids, and she wants to play with other kids also. She wants to go into the forest, and she wants to go and see the nature, she wants to experience nature, but her father doesn't send her, because she loves her so much. She, that overprotective, that over caring nature of her father, she doesn't like those, means she doesn't like it doesn't mean that she doesn't like, but she's a bit uncomfortable with what her father does, because he is very overprotective, and is very over caring, because she is the only daughter of him, and he loves her so much. That's why, because of that overprotection, overcaringness, she gets into trouble. So that's how two people were born. One is Renuka and other is Yellamma. And the Renuka is a descendant of Ishwaku, Rama, and all these things, and she is the princess of the Renu kingdom, and she is the yellow golden goddess. She is connected to gold flame, and she is like a sun. Okay, yellow golden sun, and she is very much connected, connected to the solar energy. She is the solar goddess. Okay, she is the solar goddess. She is a fire goddess. She has the energy of fire within her, because she is born from fire. Okay, when you do that yagna, she from the fire she emanates out, she comes out, right? So she is a fire goddess also. So her energy is very much fiery, and she is very solar sun kind of a goddess, yellow golden sun kind of a goddess. She is a solar goddess. I already talked about so many yellow golden energies and Lord Rama and all these things. So Renuka also comes into this category. Okay, this is the the birth story of Renuka and entire all these things. And if you actually see the temple also, in the temple also, where in the Telangana, the main important temple where she is worshipped, her image is also like a yellow golden color of image only. She is golden color of this fire. She has originated from the water only. Like when in the history, when they see all these things, and when they talk about the history and how the temple was formed, they will tell the story that she was a Swayambhu goddess who emanated from the water. From the water she came out, and then since that time people are worshipping her, and there's a big temple, and it's a very, very beautiful and nice temple where every person in Telangana goes there at least once, and it is a very powerful temple. It is a very powerful power spot. Okay, so there also they will worship her as a golden, like her vigraha, her idol is completely of golden color, golden yellow color, just like a sun. Okay, she is a solar goddess. That is why I'm saying that she is a solar solar goddess, and she have that yellow golden sun energy and gold flame energy within her, and she is also connected to snakes and golden snake, and it is all connected, right? It is all connected. She's also connected to the snake rays, divine snake rays, and she is golden color and yellow golden sun color. She's a solar goddess and fiery energy. Everything is connected. All these things are connected, and this is how her energy is. And when it comes to her life, the entire life, I'll not talk about the regular story what is shown in the movies and all, here and there in the grids, because you already know about all these things. Like she had so many tests, she had to go through so much of suffering, pains, and she had to give so many tests so that she can become the goddess which she is now. Okay, so but her husband only will test her so much. Well, you already know all these stories, so I'm not going into those stories. But the main important point which I want to talk about is she is like she and her husband, both of them have had Kamadhenu with them. So this Kamadhenu represents the blue oxen network, okay, the blue cow grid. So during their timeline, oh my god, I'm getting blue goosebumps now. So during their timeline, when timeline was there, they were the protectors of this blue cow grid. They were protecting this blue cow grid, and the Kamadhenu is also like they are showing the physical representation of this Kamadhenu, that yes, there is Kamadhenu with them, and they are the protectors of that blue cow grid, and which they are protecting, and they are helping the blue oxen network. They are activating the blue oxen network on the planet and in the country, and they are the grid protectors, okay, for the entire country. So because Indians are naturally connected to the blue cow grid and blue oxen network, we already know that we worship cow a lot, and cow also have, like, there are so many stories of Kamadhenu and cow. You already know that, so I'm not going into the details of it. But she was a protector of the blue oxen network, and she is a protector of the blue cow grid. Okay, she was activating the blue cow grid energy onto the country. So this is one thing. She was the protector of that grid, and she is the Maharaji Grey Lion, and she is a solar goddess. And also she during those times, whoever the demons were there, okay, the demons, all those people, they had this Mrit Sanjeevani with them, okay. And there is also so much story about Mrit Sanjeevani, and the people will tell that Shukracharya had the Mrit Sanjeevani, and because of he had the Mrit Sanjeevani, he will again and again bring those asuras back into life, because he had that power of Nrit Sanjeevani and all these things. But whatever it is, when the demons in her lifetime also, they had Nrit Sanjeevani with them. So what the Parashurama does is, Renuka's husband gets killed in so much of all these things. When Renuka leaves, she goes somewhere, and her husband gets killed by the again a dark force, because he doesn't like them to be together, and he kills her husband so that he can he wanted to marry Renuka, something, there is some story, but I don't know exactly what the story is. But the demon kills Jamadagni. Okay, when the Jamadagni gets killed, she will cry a lot, and she will ask Parashurama to help her to bring her husband back to life. So they already know that the Mrit Sanjeevani is with the demons and all these things, and Parashurama goes in that lifetime only because of her problems, her own problems, and because of the entire timeline and story. Parashurama, Renuka, Jamadagni, all these people are the protectors of the blue cow grid, and they were protecting the blue cow grid at that time, because they all know all these stories, but it is not revealed in the in the collective. But it is the secret that they were doing all these things. They had so many other works also, in spite of being all these sufferings and all these traumas which are projected into the collective consciousness. But they were doing so many other things also. They were doing lots and lots of things, and they were doing their sole purpose. That they had a purpose. Each individual in that story had a purpose of they had the real original soul purpose. That's why they are born into all these things, and all the divine drama got unlocked, and all the divine drama got played. So what Parashurama, for his incarnation of Vishnu, what he does is he kills all these dark forces and all these things, and he also kills the people who had this ability of the Mrit Sanjeevani, and he brings that Mrit Sanjeevani back, and like the divine forces take that Mrit Sanjeevani thing back to the, like, now that the Mrit Sanjeevani thing is under the protection of the divine forces like magic grey lines, or the protectors, okay, the solar gods and goddesses. So now the they will take over the Mriti Sanjeevani, and because of the Mriti Sanjeevani, Renuka will be able to bring her husband back to life. So that's how Jamatagni will be born again, because she have done so much things, so many things, all these things, how her husband got killed, and how again she tried bringing her husband back to life, and all these things were shown. And how, and she's also, because her husband is born again, he had a new rebirth, and all these things happened. That is why she also is a goddess of Saubhagya. She is a goddess of Mangal Sutra, and she is somewhere related to marriage. Okay, well, I listened so many songs in Telugu, and so many serials and movies. I already saw, like, devotional movies. I already saw that she is somewhere related to Mangal Sutra. And I also had my own visions that during my initial phases of awakening, she was helping me a lot. So I saw so many times I saw Mangal Sutra and bangles, and I did not understand why these things are happening. But later in my awakening journey, I understood that she is actually the goddess of Mangal Sutra. She is actually the giver of Saubhagya. Okay, and I already saw one video on YouTube, and some woman, she's a North Indian woman, and she didn't know who Renuka was, because Renuka is mostly worshipped in South India, like south side, like Maharashtra and Telangana and Karnataka. Mostly these three states worship Renuka. So she is from north side, and she didn't know about anything about Renuka, but she always, from her childhood only, she used to get the dreams of Renuka. And she didn't know who this goddess was, and later she figures out she is the Saureti Yellamma of Karnataka. And when she goes to that place and she worships her, and she gets married, and this is the real story of, this is, by the way, the real story. Okay, when she always gets the dream of Renuka, and Renuka was helping her in her life. Somewhere she was telling that connect with me and go to the temple, and she was indirectly helping her, but she did not know the entire story. But when she went to that temple of Saureti, when she entered into Karnataka, that North Indian woman, when she went to Karnataka, all her life problems got solved, and she got married immediately, and she got a new like a nice match. Okay, so this was somewhere I heard this on YouTube somewhere. So this is also I wanted to say. And I saw so many, like, Mangal Sutra, bangles, and all these things, and like all the things which married women will wear, right? All the jewelry which married women will wear. But I did not understand why this was happening. But later I understood that she is the giver, she is the blessing, she gives the blessings of Saubhagya. Okay, if you worship her, like, it is somewhere connected to your Saubhagya, it is somewhere connected to your Mangal Sutra, it is somewhere connected to, she will bless you with the for being Sumangali. Okay, for being with you. If you pray to her a lot, if your husband is going through something, and if you need extra additional boons and blessings, so you can just like Karwa Chauth, Karwa Chauth, why people will celebrate Karwa Chauth, for long life of their husband and all these things. So you can also pray to Renuka or Yellamma, so for the long life and good health of your husband, because she is the giver of Saubhagya. She blesses you with the Mangal Sutra, marriage, and good married life, and all these things. So you can worship her. So these were some of the hidden secrets of Renuka Devi, Renuka Yellamma, which we did not know. And they had done so many other things also, like if I discover so other things about her, I will definitely share about all those things in my future videos. But these were some of the important points which I wanted to share about Renuka. Not only the suffering and pain, yes, they were there, but people always remember those things only. But I want you all to remember the most important soul purpose of these people also. They are not just they did not just come here to experience that suffering, that pain. Every time they always project the suffering and pain onto the collective. You should also learn that it is not just about suffering and pain. It is about how you overcome those sufferings and pains and challenges, and how you become a goddess. Okay, how you come into the goddess of your own goddess form. That is also there, but nobody talks about those things. They always project this suffering and pain. They always highlight this suffering and pain thing only, which they have, and trauma which they have experienced, all the gods and goddesses have experienced, and they project it onto the collective. I don't want that thing to happen anymore, because I don't want this shadow consciousness to create more and more. I don't want the shadow consciousness to increase in the collective. So we also have to think that yes, collective at the collective level also, in her story also, there were so many challenges, there are so many tests, but but how she have overcome those challenges, how she have overcome, how she have healed herself, how she had proved herself, how she, even though there were so many tests given by her husband, how she passed every test, and how she become, in one lifetime only, how she became from a rishi consciousness to an ascended master, how she had become a goddess. We have to remember all these things. She had, done so many extreme things which nobody could do, right? So they were, she had, every test, whatever test she got in her life, she passed all those tests, and she proved, like, she improved herself every time she gets a test, and she became a better version of herself. But nobody talks about all these things. They always want to talk about the pain and suffering. So I want you all guys to understand the real essence of Renuka. I want you all guys to, and there are also so many superstitious beliefs which are associated with her, that if you don't do these things, goddess will get angry and she'll punish you and all this nonsense. I don't want people to get into all these superstitious things. There are so many myths about Renuka. So I am making this video specially to, to cleanse those illusions, to break that illusion, to get rid, please you guys, whoever is listening to these things, please get rid of all those superstitions and all those, false belief systems, and break the illusion. Okay, you have to know the real story. You have to know, whenever a god or goddess comes onto the planet, what they are actually teaching you, why they have incarnated, what is the original purpose, what is their soul purpose, what you can learn from them, how you can also, get into your own goddess consciousness, how you can become, your bestest version. They're all showing you all these things. Their story is teaching you so many things, but you are not willing to learn the teachings. You are not willing to see the actual story. You just want to believe in the superstitions. You just wanted to believe in the myths, and you just want to feel afraid and worried and fearful. You just want to believe that if you don't do some things, if you don't do some pujas, she will punish you. If you don't do this thing, if you don't do that thing, goddess will punish you, goddess will make your life hell. It is not like that. No goddess will put you into fear. No goddess will punish you if she is a real goddess. Okay, so every goddess on the planet, whoever it is, whatever the incarnations of the goddess have been here on the planet earth, they always love you so much unconditionally. Don't be in these superstitions. Don't believe in some fake things. Okay, so every goddess, whenever you pray to a certain solar goddess, they always love you unconditionally, even if you are doing the worshipping them or not, even if you are doing the pujas or not. They will always help you. They will always ready to help you. Goddess doesn't want anything from you. Okay, you want so many things from the goddess. Remember that. Okay, so don't believe in on superstitious. Don't believe in some some fearful kind of things. Don't believe in certain things which always think about things. If somebody is telling something, always try to analyze it, if they are telling the truth or not. Okay, so goddess always is ready to help, or even if you call her or not, she is always ready to help. She's always, that is why she's a goddess. That doesn't mean that you should be very arrogant and you should not worship her. Yes, you should worship her, but without superstitious. If you think about the things, if you be little logical, and if you understand the real story, and if you understand why they came on earth, what they want to teach you, what are the lessons you have to learn from their own story, how she had become very brave and she overcome every challenge, and how she become very powerful, how she came into a goddess form. You should learn about all these things, and how she was the protector of blue cow grid. You should learn about all these things instead of believing in some superstitions, and instead of doing all some nonsense kind of things. So take the qualities of them, take the divine qualities of them, how they have overcome the challenge and how they become goddess. Learn those things. Okay, not the superstitious beliefs. Okay, so whenever you are doing something, whenever you are worshipping certain goddess, understand the essence, what they're trying to teach you, why they came on earth, what is the story, what motivation you can take from them, what blessings you can receive from them. If you connect with certain goddess, what will happen, what changes you can experience in your own life. So this is what I wanted to tell. This is the main teaching. This is how you have to connect with any god or goddess, in my opinion. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and stay connected. Because if you receive any additional information, if you know any additional information with regards to Renuka, you can comment down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be very happy to listen to your own point of view, but please don't put any superstitious beliefs. Only comment the things which you really know. Okay, which you feel that this is the real original divine story of Renuka. You can comment that in the comment section below. Thank you so much. And if you are interested, you can watch a movie, Kannada movie. It is a Kannada movie of Renuka. the actress Soundarya is the goddess Renuka. She had played the role of a goddess Renuka, and that is a very, very beautiful and a nice movie. I watched that movie in recently, and I posted and shared that in my community section also. If you want to watch, you can check my community section and go watch that movie. And also there is a serial which got made of goddess Renuka. In Telugu, it's that serial's name is SRI RENUKA YELLAMMA. In Kannada, it is Udo Udo Renuka. Okay, Renuka Yellama. So this serial is a very nice serial, but because I don't have that much time, there are so many episodes. I've watched certain episodes of that serial, and it is a very nice, high vibrational, inspiring, motivating serial. And if you want to watch and if you are interested, you can watch that also. Thank you so much for tuning in.